Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and we are continuing with our ongoing series of Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator, and this is Hook. He's a mobile crane. Here in vehicle mode rather, he is approximately 7 inches long and about 2.5 inches tall. Unless of course you want to take this thing all the way up like this, and then you've got yourself about 8 inches right there. So yeah, he's got quite a bit of a reach. So pretty cool. This guy was my favorite as a kid because this is the one that we had in my house. So I really liked the Hook very much. Just like with the rest of the Constructicon so far, we're going to have a lot of green, some purple, and a little bit of black and silver details. Other than that, we have a lot of really cool molded in detail. You can see some grading right here, more grading over here, just all kinds of detail on the boom right here. Very cool, a little ladder right there. So there's a lot of cool detail. Look at all this detail on the back right there. There's just a lack of paint, which has been so far a running theme with these guys. Other than that, he rolls okay. He does squeak a little bit when he rolls, but that may just be my own copy right there. And then the hook right here, it can go up and down. That's it. There's no rotation at the hook, and there's no extension either. So that's going to be about it. Compare them with G1 Hook right here. So you can see these guys are fairly close to each other. There you go. That's what these guys are going to look like side by side. And then one more time we'll bring in the Make Toys Green Giant. Mobile Crane was the name of this guy right here, which is funny because that's what he is. So there you go, Mobile Crane. This guy's quite big. This guy sizes up, well, lengthwise anyways. He sizes up pretty well with the Combiner Wars version. So I'm having a hard time kind of getting them both in there. So there you go. That's what these guys look like side by side. Transformation on this guy is relatively simple. This guy is actually pretty big in robot mode. Very tall. So let's see. We're going to start down here with the legs. So before we do that, we have to unpeg the arms. So we just go ahead and the arms are pegged into the sides right here and right here. So just kind of get them off to the side right there so that you can move around with this guy. Adjust the camera one more time. Legs. This is really cool what they've done with the legs here. So these guys are just going to come down like so, and then bring the feet out just like that. Go ahead and separate the front of the truck right here. You've got 2 pegs. You've got a tab and a port right here. You've got a peg and a port right there. And then these guys are going to rotate out and around very much like, this reminds me a lot of what the aerial bots for Combiner Wars are doing. You've got a tab right here, and this tab is going to go into a peg right over here on the outside of his calf. And then there's a tab here that's going to peg in right in there. So go ahead and bring this guy all the way down and get that tab in place. Once you do that, you can get this guy in place. And there's that leg. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring that all the way down. Get that tab right there by the knee. Get this tab down here by the foot. And there's your legs pretty much done. The arms are going to come down just like so. And then you can go ahead and reach in here and get the fists out. And these guys are going to clip into place just like that. Come around the back, and then the crane right here is going to slide over to the side just ever so slightly, just like that, and it's going to clip into place. This guy's on a double hinge, so this whole thing is going to elevate, go up and over, and then come right back down again. And there is a tab and a slot right there that you're going to lock it into when it comes all the way down, just like that. Bring the crane down a little bit, come around to the front again, turn his head around, and you pretty much got yourself Hook all done and in robot mode. Here in robot mode, Hook is approximately 7.25 inches tall. So again, one of the taller guys out of the Constructicons. This guy is a very good size. We'll bring him in close. So we'll bring the camera up, and we'll bring him in close like we've done with all his buddies to show off his head sculpt. Again, very cool head sculpt. This reminds me a lot of what I saw in the G1 cartoon right there. So some of these guys I remember and some of them I don't. So it's just the weirdest thing. But a lot of cool detail right here on the chest, the Decepticon symbol, a lot of black and some red details and some silver or gold highlights rather and whatnot. So very cool. As far as articulation goes, we've got a ball joint on the head. So we've got a little bit of up and down. Again, hindered because of the boxy nature of his head. And we've got rotation as well. We've got a universal joint right here at the shoulder, so we can go all the way around, we can go in and out, but as you can see, we are hindered by these panels that are sitting right up here on the top of his shoulders. So you kind of have to like either wiggle them around or whatnot, or you're going to have some tapping happening there. No bend at the elbow, sadly. We do have a rotation, which is going to come into play later for Devastator mode. So there's a little bit of rotation, and then you can rotate the fist in a little bit again due to transformation. That's going to be about it. You got a ball or a universal joint rather at the hip, so in and out, forward, backward, and you also have a rotation right there on a mushroom peg, just like you had with the other guys. Nice bend at the knee, and again we have a wow. These guys are just coming apart on me today. We've got a tilt on the ankle right there, so that you can get on a wide stance. Now, one issue with Hook right here. I really love the way this guy looks. He looks so G1, and this is the one that I had as a kid, and he just looks great. I really like him a lot. But the Hook, this whole piece here, as you saw earlier in the transformation, it comes down, and it makes the Hook a little long. So a lot of times, if you're trying to see the way it's standing right there, he is kind of almost leaning forward a little bit. And if you kind of want to make him lean back some, you really can't, because this Hook is going to get in the way. So you have to kind of tilt it back to do so. It's this whole boom here is a little long for my taste, I think. It's a shame that there's no extension or retraction feature on this guy. It really could have used both of those, but as it is, it's not there, so what are you going to do? One more time, we'll show him with all the weapons that they have available for him. So here it is with the barrel of Devastator's gun, which makes a nice rifle for him. Unfortunately, there's really just not a whole lot of dynamic poses we can do with this guy. Well, we'll give him that gangsta style right there. Unfortunately, when you can't bend the elbow, they kind of look very static when you try to give them weapons. So what are you going to do? We'll give him the long, or the large rifle rather, so you can see what he looks like with that guy right there. There you go. And then lastly, we'll give him the missile launcher so we can see what he looks like with that guy. And he should be able to hold this guy up since he has no bend at the elbow. So there you go. There's that. And even that is a little too heavy for him. So what are you going to do? Alrighty. So there's Hook with the weapons, and we'll go ahead and show him off with his G1 counterpart. And again, very G1 inspired. So he looks very much like his G1 counterpart right there. Looks really, really nice together. And then one more time, just for fun, we'll bring in Make Toys Green Giant Mobile Crane. And this is another one of those guys that is, I find, at least for me, very G1 inspired. Very nice representation of what the OG one used to do. I think, other than the green head, I think if they would have given this guy a black head, he would look more G1 than he really does. But other than that, I mean, body-wise and everything else, he really does look very G1. I like it a lot. So there it is. There's Mobile Crane. And here's one last look at Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator Hook. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like what you see. And I'll see you next time for the combination sequence and the review of Devastator.